Happy Sunday to you. Hope you all had a wonderful 4th of July. We went next door and witnessed some beautiful fireworks. And hopefully by the time you watch this video, I would have already posted that video. I've got several videos that I need to download, but I've been kind of busy. And our Wi-Fi is a little slow these days. So for dinner, I want to do something quick. I've got this Taco Bell Crunchy Taco Kit, and I'm just going to make kind of like a taco salad bake. I'm just going to throw it together, and wanted to show y'all how I make this thing, and I hope you hang out with me. My ground beef is still frozen. I took it out earlier because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do for dinner. I almost went and got something. Because it's been so hot. Nobody wants to cook when it's so hot, right? But, well, since it's rained some, it's cooled off a little bit. So, I'm trying to get this thawed out. I'm going to turn that stove down a little bit so it won't burn. And it won't take long for that. And I'm going to cut up an onion, some tomato. I think I have a tomato. And some lettuce. And just throw it together. Easy dinner. Easy. And I just hit 902 subscribers. And I want to thank all of you for your support and subscribing to my channel. And Brian, thank you for your post. That was, it meant a lot to me, and I don't forget that. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I appreciate it, and I'd love to have you if you would. And most importantly, and I've said this plenty of times, is to hit that thumbs up button. That helps keep us on the algorithm. And other people can see the videos. Because if you don't get seen very much, or nobody comments on people's videos, then they just kind of hang out there. They don't get very many views. So if you're watching somebody's channel and you don't subscribe, just hit that thumbs up button. Help them out. Because it's hard work, and we do it because we enjoy it, and we want to just give everybody ideas, and just share our life. That's about it, you know. Just help them out. I know they'd appreciate it. All right, that's enough onion. Let me see about tomato, what I got here. Now, I've been keeping my tomatoes in the refrigerator because, and I don't like to, but because of fruit flies. I finally got them under control when I got back from my sister's. Oh my gosh, I didn't know what I was gonna do. It was terrible. I didn't leave anything in the house that would warrant that. And they live in your drain, guys. And I got some fruit fly drain killer. What is it? Fruit fly. I can't even talk. That's a tongue twister. Fruit fly. Yeah, I guess you could say drain. It kills your fruit flies in your drains. And if you're having that problem, because I've seen several people on YouTube, they've got a channel. They said that's about to take their house over. It's in your drain. So get you some drain fruit fly drain killer. Oh my God. Can y'all tell I just woke up from a nap? Yeah. Fruit fly drain killer. I'm trying to think. What's a better way to say that? Fruit fly drain killer. Oh, my word. You know what I mean. But they were horrible, y'all. Horrible. Randy turned the water on over here. He said they just went, and I said they were in the drain. And I cleaned that drain. I put some stuff in it before I left. I left no trash in here, no vegetables, no nothing. But the power went off for several hours. And I'm thinking that might have had something to do with it. I don't know. Who knows? And it's been so hot. They've been terrible this year. Some people have ants. I talked to a lady, she said, I have ants. I said, I don't have ants. I said, I don't want neither one of them. Oh, mercy me. But I put some vinegar in a bowl with some Dawn detergent and put some saran wrap over top of it and punched some holes in it, and I caught a bunch. Oh my word, it was a bunch. And like I said, I bought that stuff to put in your drains, and I even put some liquid plumber stuff in there because it said that if you've got any scum down in your drains, and you know everybody does because we wash the dishes and stuff, rinse things out, they will hatch their eggs in that scum in your pipes. And that's the truth. And since I've done that, I haven't seen very many. But I'm going to tell you right now, I hate them things. I hate them. I hate them. They are the most aggravatingest thing. They're a nuisance. Got some lettuce. I don't need a whole lot of lettuce. Alrighty, there we go. Let me tell y'all what happened this morning. Randy was gone, and it was about lunchtime, probably, and I was downstairs, and I kept hearing somebody knocking on my back door here. So I came up, and I looked out, and there was a girl standing there. She was probably in her late 20s, maybe early 30s. So I opened the door. I went through the back porch and opened up my screen and left my door open here. So, you know, because you don't never know what's going to happen. I'm breaking these up. And I put some olive oil on my foil so it won't stick. So anyway, she had a bottle of Dawn dish detergent in her hand. And she drove a nice car. And she said, hi, I'm going around in the neighborhood. We are looking into expanding our company into this area for cleaning products. And I thought, I have Dawn dish detergent. What do you mean? And she was trying to explain. And she says, do you have carpet? No, I don't. On my steps going down in the basement. But no, I don't. And she's like, well, can I come in and give a demonstration? And she said, do you have pets? I said, not anymore. She said, yeah, I don't like pets. And I thought, well, I like pets, but I don't have any. And she had cat hair on her shirt, on her sweater. Well, you know something, I'm very aware of my surroundings. I'm vigilant on that. And she kept insisting to come inside. She wanted to clean my floor, show me what it would do. I clean a lot. I know what it will do. And I told her, I said, look, I don't feel well. I told her I was sick. Because I was having some allergy problems this morning. And she made a comment that she never gets sick. And I said, no, you can't come in today. Sorry. And she left. But, you know, that just didn't sit right with me. And I told Randy about it, and he said, well, you did the right thing. But she didn't look harmful, but you can't go by that. So if anybody knocks on your door and says they got a company starting up, yada, 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 don't let them in your house unless you really know them. All right, I've got that, and then I'm gonna add some of these Tostitos soup on this side. Because I want to make sure I have enough. You know, Randy likes a big taco salad. Yeah, I just found that to be just weird, y'all. Very weird. I'm just gonna mix it up. I mean, it just kind of got on me after she left. I got to thinking, who does that on a Sunday? On a Sunday. And it's right after the 4th. Knowing people aren't probably going to be around or at home. You know. A lot of people are gone to the lake or to the beach or something. Just weird. All right. I got my chips here. I've got some sour cream. I got some sharp cheese. All right, now I'm gonna get my beef. And I preheated my oven to about 350. About 350. And I'm just gonna throw my beef on here, and I mixed up my taco seasoning with it. Y'all know how to make taco meat. I know you do. I'm sure y'all made this. I'm just hanging out, y'all. I gotta start doing some stuff that's in my mama's. It was the cookbook that my sister made. That my mom, she made a cookbook out of the recipes that was in my mom's tin. But it'll probably be this fall because it's so daggone hot. It's just hot. And if you don't like ground beef, I like ground chicken. Last time I made tacos, I used ground chicken. Randy didn't even know the difference. He couldn't even tell. I kind of wished I'd have cooked more beef, though. But, guess what? I have something else here. Now, I opened up a can of refried beans, and I'm just going to dollop it all over my chips and ground beef. Now, I love refried beans. You know, if you don't have the chips and you have the flour tortillas, you could lay them down and do it, or you could fry those and make chips. So what did y'all do on the 4th? Let me know. We, you know, they started around 6, but we didn't go down there until about 8 or after 8 when it was starting to, you know, get not really dark, but it was cooling off a little bit. Not much, I can tell you that. And they had a big fan down there. We sat in front of it. But, it was just too hot to go down there earlier. way too daggone hot. You know, not only do we eat with our mouth, we eat with our eyes. Okay, now I'm going to put some cheese on it, but what I want to do before that is add a few of these raw onions. Now, you don't have to do that, but I do. I have to. I like it. Just to get a little heat on it, because it's not going to be in there long. Piece of lettuce. And then we're going to add some cheese. And I'm not going to put any sauce on it until I take it out of the oven. And this is finely shredded sharp cheddar. I'm gonna put more on this side than I am on this side. He don't like a lot of cheese, and I do. Okay, now that's good. Now I'm gonna put that in the oven. I don't know, maybe 15 minutes. Just keep my eye on it. And there we go. Some of our friends came over and watched the fireworks also and hung out, and I fed them some of my chicken salad that I made and made them a croissant. And I gave them some of the peach ice cream that I made, and they loved it all. Loved it. But you ought to try that recipe. It's the same base for chocolate and vanilla. No eggs. And it is creamy. It is decadent, delightful, refreshing, and you can put any kind of fruit, candy, whatever you want in it. And if you don't have an ice cream maker, just put it in a plastic dish or a bowl or whatever, put a lid on it, and put it in the freezer. And then, you know, let it freeze up. I wouldn't let it freeze totally. Take it out about halfway and then stir it up. Kind of, you know, break it up a little bit. Put it back in the freezer and take it out and enjoy it. You just want to stick it in the oven and melt the cheese and warm the chips up, because that brings out more flavor in the chip when you warm them up. And there you go, a taco salad bake. And I'm going to fix a plate. Oh, get some meat on there, huh? Some beans. Alrighty. And then I'm just going to throw some tomato, not much. He don't like a lot of tomato. And some lettuce. sour cream. You have to stir that sour cream up a lot of times. A dollop of Daisy. And some taco sauce. And there we go. Yummy. Now, I do not want any lettuce on mine. But I do want a lot of sour cream. And I do want some black pepper. And a little bit of taco sauce. And that's enough. That's it. There we go. So, I hope y'all have a wonderful evening. I'm gonna let y'all go now. And I hope to see you soon. And I wish you a wonderful rest of the weekend. Okay? Be safe. And remember, don't get too hot out there. Stay hydrated. I love y'all. Bye.